G'day, nice sunny day here in Laos. I'm back working on the brakes again. All these fittings, this is just the supply line I set up temporarily for the park brake. I threw it together with standard plumber's threading tape, which was good enough to test it, make sure it works. But now that I need it permanent, now it's all working, just got to undo all these fittings, put RTV on them, leave them for a day. It takes a day to go off, so there's no point in using RTV when you're just trying to get things to work. And a slightly bigger problem is the brake pedal itself, which is just a valve. It's air over hydraulic. So this has a parallel male fitting threaded into a tapered female. I got it to seal up with RTV, that's fine, but when it shakes around, obviously the RTV cracks and it leaks. So I've got to undo that. I'll wind a backing nut onto it, put a new fresh RTV, and then I'll drop the backing nut to hold everything nice and solid, stop it moving around. Normally I like to have 2 rolls of ring spinners, but because I left one at home, so sometimes it's good to have the odd rough old spanner kicking around the bottom of your toolbox. Get you out of a jam. See how floppy that is. Well, I'll be. Right, the day is really marching on. It's nearly 5. Left the house at about 1 to go and have some lunch, and that took till about 3 because it's now. And we went to the local place, and my wife ran into cousins of some description, and it's be culturally inappropriate not to have a beer with them. That's really rude. You just wouldn't do that. Wouldn't dream of it. So we had a couple. But now the day coming to an end, we've got to get things done. This thread is terrible, but I'm just going to make sure I get a good seal in there. Got a mount in there, it's actually rubbed into the threads themselves, and then the nut's going to come up against this face here. Same in here. It's pretty clean. So I will make sure that some of the sealer goes right to the bottom of these threads, and it'll all squeeze up when I run the nut over them, and then I'll run some around the face of the nut just to be sure. Sounds like a party is starting somewhere. Stay this up, make sure everything's in line, and I can tweak that nut just a little. Happens to be a wheel nut from another that holds the wheel together. Well, whatever works. Do this up without actually loading that thread because it's sketchy as. If you keep watching my videos, you'll start to recognize these songs. There's not many of them. Damn. Play them at full bore with the speakers pointing away from the party so that everyone knows they're having a great time. I am dutifully jealous. better. Alright, that'll do. Now we leave it a day and come back and decide how successful it was. Fun. Now you say something.